Very close now to sending out rock and roll radio to some people I know just to get their feedback on the mix. Doesn't mean potentially I'm any closer to releasing the song. It's just that we're about to have next phase. We're both, Red and I, are pretty happy. He's provided me some feedback on the snare was a bit overpowering, just a tad, so I've brought that back. He also said that the kick gets lost, but I think with reducing the snare, that's helped keep that in there. So it'd be interesting to see what others think, because as you know, if you've done mixing before, you can kind of get a bit lost in the weeds. So it'd be good to pull back and let other people have a listen to it and see if they notice anything. He also suggested I boosted the guitars on the left, which I've done, and I've adjusted the panning on it just to give it a little bit more presence. I think previously I had it, so it's mostly on the left, one of these guitars, and I had that brought up a little bit further so you get a little bit more balance on the right, but I've actually pushed it more to the left to give that a bit more presence, so I don't have to affect the volume too much. Then I've added some reverb on the backing vocals, so we've got some like whoa sort of like sing along sort of bits throughout the song, and I've added some reverb to that, which has helped with the anthemic sort of a vibe we're going with the song, and that sounds really cool. Sort of undenied about the lead vocals, so I've got it flat in the sense that I don't know if that's the right term, but I basically got no effects on it apart from the EQ and compression. I was going to do reverb in there, but I just don't think it needs it, and after sending it to Red, I didn't mention it to him, he didn't call it out, so he said the vocals are fine, so I'm just going to leave that as is. And then I have just gone through and reduced the volume overall of the track because I haven't got enough headroom for when I do the mastering on it. But I've still got a few peaks here and there, so I've got to go through and just fix that up. Just giving my ears a bit of a break because I've been doing that for the last half an hour or so. And then once that's done, I'm done. Hopefully tonight, I will send off a mix to back to Red, make sure those changes were good, and then to some others that I've got that I know who are involved with music, just to get their feedback. I won't be sharing it out with any other friends and family that don't do this sort of stuff, just because it's I'll wait to get it mastered before I share it. Basically wait till I've published it before sharing it with anyone else, just because you want to hear it at its full volume and full dynamics and whatnot as a finished song. So yeah, pretty exciting. We've done that. The news of we had made another little of a change to Lamborghini, so we've got another draft. I think Red's happy with that, so I've given that to him, and he started practicing the drums for that. He's pretty confident he's got most of it nailed in. He's going to now just work on tightening that up, and in a few weeks' time we'll be able to put down the drum tracks for Lamborghini. But yeah, basically once I send this off for feedback on the mix, I'm just going to dive straight into Dirty Daisy, working on that next. And honestly, I don't know where we're at with that. I know we've got the drums recorded, of course. I have a feeling I was going to re-record the guitars for that, but I need to listen back to the demo and see what I can use from it. But that's the next steps, but probably we won't be getting that till later in the week. See how we go with this mix. Feedback on the mix. Exciting times.